It's Linda with CreativePLR.com, and I'm back with our article that we've been using for repurposing. We've made a checklist, affirmations, prompts, social media post, an email challenge. I even used a chatbot, and today I'm going to show you how to use it to make carousel or reels. Now, I don't know which you prefer, but this technique works for either one. So I'm going to just show you, how to set it up and get the information organized. And you can decide if you want to use it for carousels or reels, or if you want to use it for both. It's really up to you. So let's go over and look at the prompt that I'm using. My prompt is, can you take the blog post and turn it into carousel posts? Create a table. In column 1 is the title. Column 2 is the first tip. Column 3 is the second tip. Column 4 is the third tip. And column 5 is the call to action. I want 3 tips plus a call to action for each row. Here is the article. And now I'm going to go back and I'm going to highlight that article and I am going to just copy it. Now, when I do this, I don't include the title. That seems to confuse Chat about what to do with the title. Is the title another habit that he needs to come up with tips for? So I just use the article. And to be really clear, I could just not include the introduction or the conclusion because that seems to be confusing him too. Now, I didn't tell him how many that I want. I think in one of these, I've tried it several times with different articles. And one time I told him I wanted 10 carousel posts. He got very confused. He didn't give me tips for all the columns. And so I just don't want to confuse him any more than necessary. And I'm going to just copy that in. I'm going to have him start. Now, somebody emailed me and asked me what was my tip for finding an article to use. Other than the fact this is just a great article, and I bought the pack from Internet Slayers, and it's just great PLR, but I buy PLR from a lot of places. There's nothing special about this article that lends itself to repurposing any more than any other article. If you're a blogger, and like I am, then try copying one of your blogs to Chat and repurposing it as a checklist, or making affirmations or prompts with it, or doing the social media posts, carousels, an email challenge. You can use these same tricks with things that you write. You don't have to do it with PLR. It's just that I'm not pointing the finger. If I did, I'd have to be pointing it back at me too. I know that many of us have a lot of PLR on our hard drive and we never do use it. So I'm trying to encourage you to start using it. So this is what we did. So look what Chat did. Here's our first one. I don't know how many I've gotten. So he gave me 4. Now, I know there's more tips than that. However, I'm going to take this. I like to batch things so that I would do things 4 at a time, and then maybe go back and give him another article, or ask him, can you redo this and give me, 10 rows? And I wonder if we did that, can you redo the table and give me 10 rows of posts with a tip for each column? Let's be clear, 4 columns, 2, 3, 4, and call to action for column 5. Now, I don't know if this is going to work or not. I told you he's temperamental today, and he's kind of doing his own thing. You notice he didn't give me a title, but I kind of know what the title was, and he's giving me more than he did before. So it could be that you go back. So here's my title. Instead, he just gave me a number. So I told you he's temperamental today, and maybe he's tired because I've been working on him all day long to do different things. So what I'm going to do is just show you quickly over in Canva. I have picked out a template, and I didn't do this like a normal reel would be. And normally a reel is 1 page and then it's animated, and then I like the ones with different tips on it, and it builds on that. Because I was having a problem with the animation, and it could be me and not just Chat, I did separate them into different pages and said to animate each of the 5 pages for 3 seconds. And so all I did was cut and paste. This was the title that I got from over here. I called it a gratitude, keep a gratitude journal and update it regularly. Okay. So did I copy it word for word? No, I adjusted it. Regularly jot down what you're grateful for. And then on the second page, the second tip, shifts focus to positive, enhancing gratitude. The third tip, action, revisit entries for a positivity boost. And the call to action, start your journal today. What are you thankful for? And now you can look and see what it looks like. So I animated the individual tips, and it looks like they're building on each other rather than doing it on one page, because I just couldn't get Canva to work for me. So now we know it's probably not chat that's temperamental today. It's me. Okay, so I'm going to download it as a video, and I think the settings are good. Now, one more thing. So this was a carousel, and I'm going to do the same thing that I did. I'm going to pick a different one. I'm going to pick the second one, mindfulness and positivity. And I'm going to go over here, and I'm just going to paste it in, maybe. And I'm going to go back to this one, practice being more mindful. And so it's just easy to cut and paste these in the correct template. And then when you get done, you can either post them directly or you can schedule them. If you do, I think you need a pro account, which in order to schedule them directly from Canva. But I use Tailwind, so I don't need to do that. And the call to action with a hashtag so people can post with the hashtag. And I'm going to make it just a little bit bigger. Okay, and then we could also do that, download it. I could make it a video. So that's a different size than the Reels would be. It is a 1200 by 1500. You could use it also as a Pinterest pin, because usually I make my Pinterest pins in 1000 by 1500, 2 to 3 ratios. But you could also try using that, and I believe it would work. And they love videos on Pinterest. I hope this has been helpful, and you can start now repurposing your PLR as Reels and Carousels. Until next time, keep creating.